Welcome back, everyone. Ready to dive in?
Definitely. Always up for a good deep dive.
Awesome.
Oh.
Well, today we're doing things a little differently. We're gonna take one song, just one song,
Okay.
and really get into it. See what we can find.
That sounds fun.
It's called "Some Things Just Go Well Together."
Okay. I know that one. Catchy tune.
It is catchy, but it's also, well, stick with us. You might be surprised how much we can unpack from it. You know, when you really listen to the words,
Yeah.
it's about, well, compatibility.
Yeah.
What works together, what doesn't, and why.
Lots to explore there for sure.
Before we get too deep, though, let's hear a bit of the song. The beginning, sets the scene, kind of lays out what we're talking about here.
Good idea.
Let's listen.
All right.
Some things just go well together. You and chips and salt. Your first name and my last name. Whiskey and ginger, want some cheese. Some things just go well together. Like an old truck and a gravel road. A Friday night and a sold out show. Some things are better side by side, like you and me on this long wild ride.
So, what are your first impressions? I mean, the song starts out with these super basic pairings, right?
Right. Chips and salt. Whiskey and ginger.
Exactly. Duh. Of course, those go together.
It's almost like the songwriter is easing us in,
Yeah.
starting with things everyone agrees on.
Totally. It's like common ground.
Yeah.
Before things get a little more, well,
Complicated.
yeah, exactly. And then, boom, it shifts. Suddenly, we've got these images, like big old truck in a gravel road, or Friday night and a slowed out show.
Ooh, I like that one.
Right. It's not just about the things anymore. It's the feeling,
It's getting deeper, yeah. Like those pairings, they make you think about a whole mood, a whole experience.
Exactly. So I'm curious, what do you think the songwriter's trying to say there with that shift from, the simple stuff to these more evocative images?
Well, maybe it's about how compatibility isn't always obvious. It's not always just pieces fitting together. It's
Yes.
about deeper connections, stuff that resonates with you personally.
I like that. So it's not just that chips and salt taste good together. It's that they make you feel something.
Right, exactly.
Okay. And we can't ignore the chorus. Some things just go well together. It's repeated a bunch in the song.
It's catchy, that's for sure.
It's super catchy.
Yeah.
But it also really emphasizes the point, right?
Yeah, it's driving it home. There's this natural order to things. Certain things just belong together.
Makes you wonder, though, is it really that simple?
Right, are some people just meant to be? Or is it more complicated?
Yeah, is compatibility something you just have, or is it something you, build?
Interesting question. And it makes me think, we talk a lot about romantic compatibility.
Right, finding the one and all that.
But there's compatibility in, everything. Friendships, jobs, even, being compatible with yourself.
Whoa, okay, never thought about it like that.
Think about it. You might have a friend who's amazing to talk to, but terrible to travel with. Why is that?
Because you need different things from a travel buddy than a, late night conversation buddy.
Exactly. Different parts of us connect with different people in different ways.
Like a puzzle, almost.
Yeah, finding those pieces that fit just right.
Ooh, okay. Then the song throws us a curveball. It starts talking about, worn out boots on a hardwood floor.
Okay.
And your arms are the place I belong.
All right. I see where you're going with this. It's suddenly we have pairings that shouldn't work.
Right. Boots and hardwood,
Yeah.
the good want scratches, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the lyrics, they make it sound good. Maybe those opposites, those contrasts, actually work together somehow.
Maybe it's saying that real compatibility, deep compatibility, means embracing the differences.
Yeah, finding that balance.
Ooh, like yin and yang.
Precisely.
Okay, there's one more line I got to mention. It says, a country tune everybody knows the chords for.
Okay.
It made me think about how, shared experiences can bring people together.
Yeah.
Knowing the same song, having that in common.
Absolutely. It's when you share those things, music, movies, whatever.
Even childhood memories.
Yeah. It creates a bond, a shorthand. You get each other.
Okay, this is my favorite line. We're the perfect blend like night and day. I mean, come on.
That's a good one. It really flips the script, doesn't it?
It's we're not looking for someone exactly like us.
Right. It's about finding someone who complements you, who brings something different to the table.
And together you make a whole.
Beautifully said.
So after all that deep stuff, the song ends where it began. Simple pairings. Some things fit. Yeah, they just do. Like chips and salt. Like you and me.
Back to basics.
After all that searching, all that figuring things out, sometimes It just is.
Simple as that.
The song got me thinking. We spend so much time worrying about romantic compatibility, but what about all the other kinds? Like, what are your chips and salt pairings? The things in your life that on paper shouldn't work, but they just do. What makes them click?
It's a fantastic question, something to ponder, for sure. And, you know, if this deep dive sparked your interest, maybe check out some other songs by this artist. You never know what you might find. Hidden depths, connections you didn't even realize were there.
Great advice. Always more to explore. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
My pleasure. Until next time.